May the peace of the Lord be with you all. Today's Holy Mass reading, June 30th, 2025, Monday. Abraham and the men who had visited him by the terebinth of Mamre set out from there and looked down towards Sodom. Abraham was walking with them to see them on their way. The Lord reflected, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do, now that he is to become a great and populous nation, and all the nations of the earth are to find blessing in him? Indeed, I have singled him out, that he may direct his children and his household after him, to keep the way of the Lord, by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord may carry into effect for Abraham the promises he made about him." Then the Lord said, "The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great, and their sin so grave, that I must go down and see whether or not their actions fully correspond to the cry against them that comes to me. I mean to find out." While the two men walked on farther towards Sodom, the Lord remained standing before Abraham. Then Abraham drew nearer to him and said, "Will you sweep away the innocent with the guilty? Suppose there were 50 innocent people in the city. Would you wipe out the place rather than spare it, for the sake of the 50 innocent people within it? Far be it from you to do such a thing, to make the innocent die with the guilty, so that the innocent and the guilty would be treated alike. Should not the judge of all the world act with justice?" The Lord replied, "If I find 50 innocent people in the city of Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake." Abraham spoke up again, "See how I am presuming to speak to my Lord, though I am but dust and ashes. What if there are 5 less than 50 innocent people? Will you destroy the whole city because of those 5? He answered, "I will not destroy it if I find 45 there." But Abraham persisted, saying, "What if only 40 are found there?" He replied, "I will forbear doing it for the sake of 40. Then Abraham said, "Let not my Lord grow impatient if I go on. What if only 30 are found there?" He replied, "I will forbear doing it if I can find but 30 there." Still Abraham went on, "Since I have thus dared to speak to my Lord, what if there are no more than 20? He answered, "I will not destroy it for the sake of the 20. But he still persisted, "Please, let not my Lord grow angry if I speak up this last time. What if there are at least 10 there?" He replied, "For the sake of those 10, I will not destroy it." The Lord departed as soon as he had finished speaking with Abraham, and Abraham returned home. Responsorial Psalm. The Lord is kind and merciful. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all my being. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. The Lord is kind and merciful. He pardons all your iniquities. He heals all your ills. He redeems your life from destruction. He crowns you with kindness and compassion. The Lord is kind and merciful. Merciful and gracious is the Lord, slow to anger and abounding in kindness. He will not always chide, nor does he keep his wrath forever. The Lord is kind and merciful. Not according to our sins does he deal with us, nor does he requite us according to our crimes. For as the heavens are high above the earth, so surpassing is his kindness toward those who fear him. The Lord is kind and merciful. When Jesus saw a crowd around him, he gave orders to cross to the other shore. A scribe approached and said to him, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus answered him, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head." Another of his disciples said to him, "Lord, let me go first and bury my father." But Jesus answered him, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead." Reflection. In one moment in the ministry of Jesus, a crowd gathered around him, moved by his teachings and miracles. People were stirred to follow him. but not everyone understood what that meant. One man, eager and well-meaning, declared his desire to walk the same path. But Jesus made it clear this was not a path lined with luxury or predictable security. To walk with him was to walk with purpose, not for gain, but for transformation. Another man hesitated, not unwilling, but caught in the tension between duty and devotion. He asked for time so he can fulfill his family obligations, to tend to what the world deemed urgent. But Jesus, in his wisdom and urgency, pressed him to choose, because following him requires immediacy. It demands that we set aside even what seems noble, in order to embrace what is eternal. This passage confronts us with a challenge. Are we willing to follow when the road is uncertain? When there is no promise of comfort? When the call comes at inconvenient times? Jesus tells us that comfort must give way to calling. When the road is paved with familiarity and ease, it must be left behind so that we can step into something greater, something divine. This is not a journey for the faint of heart, for it is a road marked by surrender, courage, and unwavering commitment. The journey with Christ is not about preserving our place in the world. It's about stepping into a new identity. It means loosening our grip on the things we cling to for security, such as status, relationships, plans, and trusting that in Him we have everything we truly need. And this isn't a call just for a chosen few. It's for all who hear His voice and feel their heart stirred by something beyond themselves. The call to follow is personal, radical, and transformative. It's not merely about where we walk, but how we walk and who we walk with. This is a path where the cost is real, but so is the reward. Yes, it may require sacrifice, like letting go of what once defined us, but in its place comes purpose. We are no longer wanderers chasing fleeting comforts, but disciples walking in step with the one who gives life its meaning. And here lies the true inspiration. Jesus does not ask us to walk a road He hasn't walked Himself. He left behind glory to walk among us. He had no place to rest His head, no comforts to claim, yet He embraced His mission with love and resolve. In doing so, He showed us that true greatness is found not in having more, but in giving all. So, when the call comes, and it will, it may not be convenient. It may interrupt our plans, challenge our priorities, or stretch our faith, but there is no reason to delay. Don't look back. Don't wait until you've figured everything out. Step forward with courage. Trust the one who leads, because to follow Jesus is to live with purpose. It is to embrace the unknown with confidence, knowing that where He is where we are meant to be. It is to walk in freedom, knowing that every sacrifice pales in comparison to the joy of knowing and being known by Him. Today, we are invited to say yes, not a hesitant yes, weighed down by conditions, but a wholehearted, unreserved yes. The kind of yes that says, wherever you led, I will go. That kind of surrender changes everything. It may cost us something, but the gain will be worth far more. The road is not always easy, but we will never walk it alone. And every step forward will shape us more into who we were created to be. Let us answer the call and follow Jesus with all our hearts.